Imagine a Paleolithic tribe, muscles straining under sun and sky, hauling massive stone tools crafted from bone and wood. They're utterly dependent on human and animal power, not just for survival but for shaping the very course of history. How did we move from muscle to steam, and why does energy shape our fortunes? Vaclav Smil unpacks the hidden engine behind world events, the flow, use, and revolution of energy itself. The story isn't just about fuel. It's about power, literally, in every sense. Before engines, before coal, before electricity, human effort literally fueled history, shaping early societies and their struggles. Vaclav Smil details how Paleolithic foragers burned around 2,400 calories daily. Mostly from food, they foraged and hunted with handcrafted wooden spears and stone traps. These muscles weren't just about walking. They powered entire hunter-gatherer networks, dictated diet and migration patterns, and kept population growth painfully slow. Think of muscle power as the original battery, small, portable, but limited. Smil compares it to a human-sized dynamo. One person provides a few dozen watts of power, which rapidly diminishes over time without food. Just like an old wind-up toy, energy stored in your body needs constant replenishment. Because muscle power is low-density and unreliable, early societies had strict limits on population and complexity. You simply can't sustain vast empires without more potent energy sources. This bottleneck built the stage for animals, water, and eventually fossil fuels to step in and change everything. Next, energy leaps forward as human ingenuity taps animals and rivers, multiplying labor and rewriting economic rules. Smil explores ancient Egypt's Nile irrigation systems, where the predictable floodwaters powered complex canal networks and water wheels. These enabled repeated agriculture cycles, tripling output compared to rain-fed farming. Suddenly, energy flowed not just from muscle but from flowing rivers, lighting the path to urban civilizations. Imagine yokes wrapped around oxen or horses, turning beasts of burden into living forklifts. Animals multiplied human effort tenfold, pulling plows or transporting goods with far more efficiency than human-only labor. Smil likens this to outsourcing physical work to biological robots, fueled by grass and grain. The payoff? Energy density surged just enough to fuel city-states, armies, and marketplaces. With water and animals as allies, societies grew beyond isolated bands. This created the complex economies and geopolitical landscapes that defined classical civilizations, for better and worse. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, when ancient constraints shattered and energy use exploded into a new era. Smil tells the story of 18th century Britain, where coal mines fueled steam engines powering factories from Manchester to London. One mine worker's daily haul could generate energy equivalent to dozens of horses, but without the feeding and care. This leap rewrote economic output and urban life overnight. Here's the mechanism. Fossil fuels are dense energy capsules forged over millions of years. Using coal or oil is like unlocking a massive battery underground. Smil compares it to switching from a hand-crank radio to a jet engine. The scale and speed of energy use are orders of magnitude larger. This energy flood didn't just transform economies, it toppled old world orders. Control of fossil fuel resources shaped empires, wars, and alliances. Smil warns us to see energy not as a backdrop, but as a prime mover of history's biggest upheavals and the decisions we face today. Back to that tribe hauling heavy tools, every leap from muscle to steam wasn't just about power. It was about expanding human possibility. Vaclav Smil's deep dive reminds us energy underpins history's big turns from survival to empire. Next time you flick a light switch or fill a tank, try this, pause and think. What energy story are you living today, and where's your next leap coming from? Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.